this here is kryptonite to processing anything. This will give you more trouble than anything you've ever dealt with in any process. Last video, in video number 3, we talked about steel separation. So now we're going to talk about after the delam mill, what do we do from this point on? So what I typically do is this is getting pulled through, it goes through a cyclone. So all the material coming through this goes onto the screener. We want to get whatever black mass we liberated from the delam process, which is a lot. But in this stage here, you're going to get the rest of the black mass that you would have otherwise lost. And it's virtually all the black mass that's left comes out in this screening process. We do the bottom part is the black mass. The middle part is your copper and your aluminum. At this point, we call it Zorba. And then your top fraction is your plastic separator. Now, this here is kryptonite to processing anything. This plastic separator will give you more trouble than anything you've ever dealt with in any process. This plastic separator, you want to remove this as soon as you possibly can. When we use the vertical mill, the benefit of using the vertical mill after shredding, all of your copper, your aluminum, and your other materials are small enough that they can fall through a screen, and all of your plastic, the majority of your plastic, is large enough to where you could scalp that off a screener and remove it before it goes through the downstream. If you burn the batteries or you do that process up front, then you don't have to worry about this because it's gone through that. So plastic separator here, you're going to screen it off the top and bag it. We can also densify it. So if you run it through a densifier, you can, I think the ratio is like 10:1 for volume. Now, the black mass that comes off of this is good, it's clean. It's not as good quality as this first black mass. Most people will just go ahead and combine these two and ship them together. Some people do sell it as a sub, it's less high quality. The reason for it is that there's a little bit of copper in there and there's a little bit of aluminum, whereas there is a little bit in here, but not as much. So you have more aluminum and more copper in this black mass because it's gone through that delam mill. That delam mill makes copper balls, aluminum balls, and in doing so, it creates some copper fine dust and some aluminum fine dust, which can find its way in the black mass. The next step we're going to talk about is going to be the Zorba and how we separate that Zorba now that it is densified. It's got aluminum balls and copper balls, and in the next video, we're going to go into details of how we do that.